Hi, we're live at 11:55. What up? I'm just looking around because we're not going to be looking at me. This is going to be a really short video because I'm just explaining really briefly a way of looking at something. I think, or I'm considering that maybe there's a reason why the Age of Aquarius, which is just a name, but it describes something, and maybe it's a good name to describe what's coming. Is why it's so important and how it could be so impactful in like on an astronomical, astrological, um, galactic, universal scale, depending on how you look at it. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit um, processional spin. I'm not fucking making it complicated. This will be a short video. Let's do it. Okay. This is a blank piece of paper. And because we live or relate to the third dimension, because we're third dimensional, we think pretty easily in two dimensions, but we call it three, which is to say, we what we call 3D, we describe constantly flatly. So here we go. So the Zodiac is like start with Aries, and then it kind of goes around. I know it looks like Cancer, but let's give them little fish tails, little eyes, and put them in a circle like they're fishies. We'll call it Pisces. Right? The direction doesn't matter except for how it relates. So we go through the Zodiac, and we'll put what's over there? Libra? Yeah. Okay, Libra over there. All right, so uh, and this could be just a spiral of I'm using my mouth to put the pen cap back on. Just it's a process, a cycle of completion. And this is how we experience it in time. Like as we on Earth go through the year. And what can be kind of confusing is with the Age of Aquarius, which would be right here, right, is we are presently in Pisces. So over there. And we're moving towards Aquarius. Now, really quickly, the reason that we go forward like this on Earth, but we're going like this through the zodiac, through the precession of the equinoxes, is oh, that's backwards. Is we're spinning around the sun this way, and the sun is spinning around the galactic center that way. And what I'm hypothesizing is that fucking Capricorn, what a fucking weird ass symbol. What I'm hypothesizing is what is also happening did I place that right? Yeah. Is we are on a higher level. Now, because this higher level is unfamiliar, it could be the next ring, it could be a higher ring, it could be the highest ring. And as we go up in valences or shells or scales or bubbles, domes, insert paradigm here, the influence of that shift would be that much more substantial. And what I'm hypothesizing is that as we, especially because looking at the Mayan calendar, just like everything that we call time and number and place time has put a great deal of emphasis on this time. And it is the only time we're all alive. So there's a lot of questions to existence. I'm with you on them. Maybe that no other time exists. I can't say that certainly or uncertainly, right? I don't know. But what I'm proposing is as we go into via the precession of the equinoxes, we go into the Age of Aquarius. I'm going to put the fish back here. I guess we'll do little fishies. And that's number 12. That's number 1. How we enumerate them anyways. And like the hero's journey, a cycle of beginning, ending, a cycle of completion. That as we enter the Age of Aquarius on this level, I'm proposing on a higher level that we are also entering the Age of Aquarius from Capricorn. And if you're familiar with the astrology of the present, and you're alive presently, which is to say that you're watching this video at around this time where Capricorn is super busy, then fuck it. There might be something to it. There might also not. I've got no proof per se. And this is probably half me, half channeling. But maybe what the ancients call the dawning of a new age and the age of Aquarius isn't actually talking about uh, this cycle, but is actually referring to this one. And at whatever level it exists, why it can be so important and felt is because it is a reflection of our experience on our time scale. By the spin balanced by the counter spin, this counter spin balanced by that spin. But in this way, we're moving in the same direction. And as such, it's especially meaningful to us. That pretty much sums up the video. It's just food for thought. Maybe someone will watch this and it'll add to their kind of knowledge and be like, actually, I have a whole bunch of awareness that this lines up with, or I have a whole bunch of awareness that this insubstantiates. In which case, let me know, because I'm more interested in finding out when I'm wrong than when I'm right, because being right is no fun. It's insubstantial. I'm only as right as I think I am, and I know that I'm not all the way right. I'm left-handed. What up? The last thing that I want to mention, because I'm kind of foreshadowed it earlier, is we not only don't live in a two-dimensional world, but we don't live exclusively in the third-dimensional one either. And if we just want to keep it simple in terms that we can relate to, like flat, shape, third dimension, two dimension, third dimension. In this way, when you look at the universe with your own fucking eyes. Oh shit, let me plug this in. My mouth is getting all kinds of play right now. It's a good thing too, because it's been pretty bored. When you look around in your universe with your own eyes, like your life experience, yeah? Are we all fucking circles? No, not fucking circles. 10 fingers and toes, these two knees, a couple arms. There's some symmetry. There's some laterality, and there's also some like uniary, like single uniting functions, factors. Blah blah blah. It's just, like fucking we're more than just a circle. But if you think you're just a circle, then you're this fantastic multidimensional shape trying to be a circle, and that's how we can be so easily kept lame. I'm just gonna scribble, but the universe might actually be more like some moving in a direction that feels like it wants to move in. And its final shape might not wait until indeed it looks like a circle, but a circle that looks like a sphere because it's all just fucking blue. But if you look closer, every little blue is in itself a shape. So what's occurring here could, and probably, I think, considering the energies and the forces, be occurring at some, I'll make this a little less complex. You're like, that's less complex. Well, you fucking tell me. This, instead of occurring like maybe here in an outward arm, crossing over one path or, timeline, is occurring here or here, where as these processes process, it happens continuously. But every now and then, where it occurs is a great point of collapse, of uniting. And the energy, consciousness that occurs, overlaps, whatever, isn't additive. It's not 1 + 1, or rather 2 + 2, but 2 times 2. It's multiplicative. Or multiplicative. And then the last little piece of consideration I want you to remember is, I don't really have anything like that. Anyways, that this is not flat. A way to visualize it is, this is a sine wave. A rate of frequency. But light, sound, nothing in nature moves flatly like this. I know it looks flat on paper and as I draw it, but let's do it again. And this time I'm going to do it like a spiral. Did you see it? Did you see how it kind of looks the same, but because you were with me visualizing it, that this is coming away and towards? In that way, this is coming away and towards. This is coming away and towards. So it adds another layer of complexity, not complication. Complicated means when something's complicated, you're taking a simple thing and then making it confusing or finding it confusing. Complex is beauty, is nature. Simplex is a good word that I'm borrowing. It's probably, I don't know, fucking in a dictionary somewhere and totally accurate, but I heard it from some very smart man, Ken Wheeler, and I loved it. And it's appropriate. It's simplex in nature, where it just fucking makes sense. And it's creating complexity. So maybe as we spiral away and towards, and things don't typically overlap, because I know this looks like it's on top of, but one's forward and one's behind. But perhaps, maybe, solid maybe, as we move into this coming age of Aquarius, perhaps what's also occurring is as we've been moving around ourselves, this coming age of Aquarius is actually a point of intersection. And where I'm substantiating that is, to me, it feels that way. It aligns with my experience. Right. Hope you enjoyed this little nugget of questioning. My drawings are whatever you think they are. I hope that they helped. Colors. Yee. Anyways, I hope you're having a lovely day. I really wish it for you. I think you're awesome, and that you have the universe inside you. What I mean to say is that you're really, really beautiful. And I love you. Have a great day. Namaste. All 17%